Today, I am reviewing the iCarp customized laptop made with HP Omen 16. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you are currently shopping for a high-end gaming laptop, you have probably noticed that the market is currently flooded with machines that promise the world but often cut corners on build quality or thermal management. I have been using this iCarp customized version of the HP Omen 16 for the past 3 weeks, and I have some strong opinions on whether this specific configuration is actually worth your money or if it is just a spec sheet masquerading as a premium experience. If you want to see the current pricing or check out the specific configuration I am talking about, you can always find the links down in the description below. Let's start with the elephant in the room, which is the configuration. This is an HP Omen 16 that has been opened up and upgraded by Cardinal Pro Electronics. Now, I know that usually makes people nervous. I was skeptical too, but after putting this machine through its paces with some heavy video rendering and a few sessions of Cyberpunk 2077, I have to say the stability is actually impressive. They have bumped up the RAM and storage, and while those specific parts are backed by the seller rather than HP directly, the hardware feels solid. The Ryzen AI 9 365 processor is the real star here. Having 10 cores to work with means that multitasking is a breeze, and even when I had 20 Chrome tabs open while running a background render, I did not experience any noticeable stuttering. The display is honestly one of the main reasons you should consider this laptop. It is a 240Hz WQXGA panel with 500 nits of brightness. If you play fast-paced shooters, that refresh rate is a game changer, and the 100% sRGB color accuracy makes it surprisingly capable for creative work like photo editing or color grading. It is bright enough to use in a well-lit office, though you will still notice some glare if you are sitting directly under harsh, overhead lighting. The RTX 5070 is the muscle behind the visuals, and it handles everything I threw at it with ease. You are getting that new GDDR7 memory, which does provide a slight edge in bandwidth compared to older cards, though you should remember that this is still a mobile GPU, not a desktop-grade powerhouse. Now let's talk about the design and the ports, because this is where the Omen heritage really shows. I love that they kept the Ethernet port. In an era where everyone is trying to make laptops as thin as a piece of paper, having a dedicated RJ45 port is a massive win for anyone who actually cares about low-latency gaming. You also get a decent selection of USB-A ports, which saves me from having to carry around a dongle for my mouse or mechanical keyboard. The 4-zone RGB keyboard is fine, though it is not going to blow anyone away. The travel is decent, but if you are coming from a high-end mechanical board, you are definitely going to feel the difference in tactile feedback. However, the laptop is not perfect. My biggest disappointment is the thermals under absolute peak load. When you are pushing both the Ryzen chip and the 5070, the fans get loud. It is not the worst I have heard, but you will definitely need a headset if you are gaming in a quiet room. Also, the battery life is exactly what you would expect from a high-performance gaming laptop, which is to say, keep your charger close by. Do not expect to get through a full workday of heavy tasks without hitting a wall outlet by the afternoon. If you are a student or a professional who needs a workstation that can moonlight as a serious gaming rig, this is a very strong contender. The combination of the Ryzen AI 9 and the 5070 is a future-proof setup that should keep you relevant for at least the next few years. However, if you are looking for a machine that is whisper-quiet or ultra-portable, you might want to look elsewhere. You're paying for the power here, and that power comes with the physical footprint and the fan noise of a true gaming machine. Regarding the warranty, it is important to understand that because this is an upgraded unit, the support is split between the manufacturer and the seller. If you are the type of person who is very particular about having a single point of contact for service, that is something you need to keep in mind. Personally, I have had good experiences with these types of customized builds in the past, provided they are done by reputable shops, and the performance gains from having that extra RAM right out of the box are well worth the trade-off. If you are on the fence, I suggest looking at the links below to compare the different RAM and storage configurations available. The 32GB version is likely plenty for most gamers, but if you're doing heavy 4K video editing or running local AI models, jumping up to the 64GB version is a smart move. At the end of the day, this is a no-nonsense, high-performance laptop. It does not try to be a sleek ultrabook, and it does not try to be a budget gaming machine. It is a workhorse that handles high-refresh gaming and heavy productivity tasks without breaking a sweat. It is not the cheapest option on the market, but for the performance you are getting, it hits a sweet spot that is hard to ignore. If you have any specific questions about how this handles certain games or software, drop a comment, and I will do my best to get back to you. Thanks for watching, and definitely check those links below if you want to see the latest pricing or find out more about the current stock.